We are live.
All right. Wow. All right. What's up, everybody? So thanks for joining the live stream today. We got Derek here from Simnett Nutrition. We got Crystal here from Simnett Nutrition. Say hi.
Hi.
She's just moderating and getting everything set up.
Trying to figure it all out.
We'll give her a minute. Whew, let me catch my breath.
Technology. Oh my goodness.
Hey, man, you're the best. Yo, you're the best. All right, so we'll just let everyone filter in here. Thank you guys for joining me today. So I just thought it would be so fun to just hang out with you guys in my backyard, answer some questions. Maybe you guys can make me do some flips, some crazy stuff on the slack line. Maybe, who knows? But really nice to see you guys all showing up here. Woo! So just got some cool looking drink on the go here. This is just water and frozen berries. It's actually been a favorite of mine this summer. If you guys are looking for a really nice sort of drink, you know, that's healthy, it's easy. This is a really good one. And then we got some fruit on the go too. It's not gonna be a mukbang, but we definitely wanted to have some food here. So while I jumped, I didn't get too hungry. So best vegan YouTuber ever. You guys are so nice. There's so many of us out there that are doing it, and I think we all fit into like a different niche. There's some really amazing ones out there, especially like some of the activist channels. They're so fun to watch. I absolutely love Earthling Eddie's one of my favorite. Humane Hancock, he's another really good one too. Man, I like watching those guys. It's so funny when you see like them go to like an event, like a I don't know, like a dog show or something like that, and they start talking to the owners about dogs, and they're like, "Oh, you guys, why do you love dogs?" And then they kind of lead it into veganism. I always think that's so fun. Anyways, I'm just rambling. So, vegan trampoline niche needs to be filled immediately. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm trying to work into that. Get some sponsors, get a better trampoline. No, I'm just kidding. This trampoline's actually pretty sick, but it's the very bottom of the barrel. It's not all that springy or anything. One day I would like to get something a little bit better. But yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Man, trampolining is hard. Like other than just the standard like front flips, back flips, and a few other like simple jumps, it is not easy to learn stuff. So where are we from? James asked. I'm actually from British Columbia, Canada. I was born here, and then I grew up in Ontario. My dad's job got transferred when I was younger, so I grew up in Mississauga, Ontario, and absolutely loved it. Had a great childhood there, but always knew I loved the West Coast, so I came back out here. And Crystal was born and raised here in Parksville. Not at this house though, but nearby, just a couple of streets away. And yeah, we just kind of met on Instagram before the DMs, and the rest is history. You guys don't need to hear the whole gushy story, but yeah. So that's where we're from. Come to Toronto. I've been to Toronto. I have family that lives there. My mom actually used to live there, and she just moved out here recently. Do I ever plan to coming to Utah? No, I haven't thought about that, but I would like to. Where did you get your holistic nutritionist degree from? So it's a certificate, I think. I'm a holistic, certified nutritional practitioner. CNP is what I am. And I got it at the Institute of Holistic Nutrition, and that's a Canadian school. And you can't do it with correspondence, unfortunately. A lot of people ask me if you can do it like online. There's a school called CSNN, the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. You can do that one online. They teach similar curriculums. I think ours is a little bit better myself, but yeah, so that's where I went to school. It's a 2-year course is what I did it, and some people do it faster than that. Do you realize how inspirational you are? I'm 60, longtime vegan, and now I'm working out and fitter and healthier than ever. I don't know, and I'm just trying to like exude the excitement and the passion and everything that I have for like life and positivity, for movement and everything, and I just try and put that out there, and I'm glad that you guys pick up on it and that you're motivated by it, because yeah, there's nothing more gratifying in life than to just like live your truest self and motivate others by doing that. It's unbelievable. Right, so I saw kill there. Kill, how do you kill your cravings for cake?
Eat cake.
Yeah,
I don't know. Cravings, yeah, you restrict.
I usually make like a sweet banana bread or something like that. And that's probably how I'll do it. I don't often get cravings for like cake, but like sweets in general, heck yeah. I teach folks the way you teach me. Amazing. I love hearing that. Hi from Iowa. Hello, Iowa. There's so many of the states I have not visited. Do you have a calisthenics routine we can use? Not yet, no. And I've thought about coming out with one, but I struggle with that because I feel like I'm not a trainer. I don't really like specialize in, like, I don't have like an education in that, but I have a lot of experience, and I know the principles and stuff that worked for me. So yeah, I don't have anything right now, but I do maybe want to get something going in the future, because what I did to build muscle on calisthenics, using calisthenics, was really simple and really basic. And I just used my brain to think, like, how can I target all the different areas of my body? And how can I use the like bodybuilding principles, like progressive overload and that sort of stuff, with calisthenics? And I did that, and it worked out. So really, just the basics. I mean, seriously, like pull-ups, push-ups, dips. I tell everybody that start with the basics, and you'll start to learn like more difficult types of movements that are going to be harder, and you'll start to grow.
I'm just gonna move that.
Yeah, thank you. They don't need to see my juice the whole
super
time.
chat. Canada's dietary guidelines, and then it kind of is like
are greater than Americans.
Greater than the US.
Yeah, they changed them recently, but there's been some recent politics around that, and there's a person who's maybe thinking or trying to get into power after Justin Trudeau, and they are saying that they want to change the guidelines back, and people are saying that it's, you know, they're being lobbied by the dairy industry. They want dairy back on the guidelines and stuff. So
lots of drama.
Yeah, it's crazy because you guys, I know a lot of you out there that watch my channel, but not a lot of people, other people know this, is that the guidelines, the food guidelines, are often very highly influenced by industry and lobbying, and that's the industries with a lot of money, and it's the dairy industry and the meat industry. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, and it's really bad that our health recommendations are influenced by that. But that's what Canada did. They said, we're taking all the influence out of this one, and we're just doing it straight science-based, and now we have a plant-based food guide. However, the powers that be are trying to change that. Cool. Hey, this is really fun. I just want to say thanks everyone for hanging out. Thank you, Crystal, for doing this. I didn't have anything to upload this weekend. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And I wanted to like do something fun for myself and have something fun for you, entertaining for you guys to watch. So I thought this was a really cool idea.
So someone asked what happened to Ask Me Mondays.
Okay, great.
We're going to bring them back. We're going to bring them back. We actually have like plans too.
Yes.
Maybe not so much on like a Monday, but
yeah, I do want to start doing them again.
So
I love the Q&As. You guys get a lot of value out of them. I had to stop because I'd answered like something like, it was hundreds and hundreds of questions in a year, and it was just like too much for me. I was just tired of doing them. I wanted to do something else. So I started that amazing food series. This is why soy is amazing, why you should eat it, or whatever it was called. And you guys gave me so much support on that, and I was really happy. And I'm going to continue to do that as well. As you guys know, we had a really tough month last month when we lost Coco, and my mom actually moved into town from being across the country as well. And there was a few other things going on, so we had a really crazy start to summer. So we're just kind of getting back into the flow of things now. But I appreciate you guys sticking with me. It's been I think
a lot of people miss it. I've seen a lot of comments. People need the bink.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm looking down here, not in the camera lens. I do this every live.
But it'll be back. Don't worry, and it'll be better than ever.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I honestly thought you guys were going to be getting me to do like a bunch of flips and walking on my slackline and stuff.
Someone did ask, when does the trampolining commence?
Hey, as soon as we get some requests here, I will be your puppet. I'm your monkey. Make me dance. I love the Amazing Food series. So do I. Backflip.
Do a backflip. He's your monkey. Because unless there's a delay, it might be a little bit much.
Yeah, she said you can't get hurt because it's live.
Can't get hurt. It's live.
Sup, bud? What would you grill or barbecue? Oh, if I did go to a barbecue, I would definitely do some shish kebab or some veggie kebabs. Maybe some tofu on there as well.
That'd be good.
And then there's so many different like sausages out now, the Beyond Meat and that sort of stuff.
Beyond
definitely bring something like that too. Yeah. But I actually don't own a barbecue. We've had people try to give us barbecues throughout the year, like so many times.
Like,
and I'm like, no, they're like, everyone needs a barbecue. I'm like, no, I don't. Have I ever hiked up Mount Whistler? No, I have never hiked up Mount Whistler. We usually just call it Whistler, but I like that you call it Mount Whistler. I've ATV'd up it. Oh my gosh, a couple summers ago, I got to ATV up it. And then when the snow line started, I snowmobiled from there on. I had a friend that worked with a company that did that. It was amazing. So cool. We saw a bear up there. It was really fun. But no, I've never hiked up it. That's crazy. But if you do go to British Columbia and you want to do an amazing hike, hike the Chief. It is much cooler than hiking Whistler because that would take forever to get up there. And you can get up there anyways, taking the chairlift so you can see the views. Hike up the Chief. It's really amazing. It's in Squamish. Love you guys.
Someone asked about Amazing Food Series. It'll be back. Those take a lot of research. And Derek does like a great job with those, but they do take like a little bit of planning and then of course editing.
Editing. I always
Derek
forget
does
how long
all
it takes
the filming and editing for his videos, which takes a lot of time. So we try to do as much as we can with like uploading videos and stuff like that, but we still need to have a little bit of a life.
But hey, and if there's any foods you guys want to see, let me know.
We'll get back into them. We'll get back into them. There's so many things we want to do, and it's just like
you missed.
Bit crazy.
They said missed the backflip video lagged. Oh man, I'll do another one in just a second. Someone also asked, where does Crystal's family live? Crystal's family lives just a couple blocks. That way.
Yeah, my family. I mean, I'm surprised they're not even over right now. They probably could hear us. They're like, oh, we'll come and be in the live.
Oh, somebody.
No, I'm just drinking.
Somebody was swearing and asked what I was drinking. So I mentioned at the beginning, but this is a combination of, or it's just water, and then I have frozen berries in there. It's a really nice summer drink. Yeah. How do you tackle the essential oils from fish oil when on a vegan diet? Oh, the essential fatty acids. Well, I make sure I get lots from the parent omega-3 molecule, ALA, which is found in flax, hemp, chia, and walnuts. I don't really eat any walnuts, but I always say that one anyways, because some people are like, oh yeah, I love walnuts. But flax, hemp, and some chia. That's I make sure I get it from those. And if you're really worried about it, you could take a algae-based DHA EPA supplement. But as long as we're getting a lot of ALA, 2 tablespoons of flax a day, or a tablespoon of flax and a couple of hemp, then we're good to go.
You can take a supplement as well.
Yes, you can. Yeah, I mentioned that. I did mention that.
I'm looking at the comments.
Did somebody here say?
Someone said do a backflip, front flip, which is a washing machine.
I just learned those like a little while ago, and I put them on my stories, but I haven't done them again since. So I'll try. So backflip first, and then a backflip, front flip. All right. Ow! That chair just hit my leg. Man,
I should have like 911 on speed dial. I'm a little bit. You can do it. You can do it. Just be careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. So give me a little room with your hat there. Backflip, front flip. Okay, one more.
Oh, one more. Gotta land it. Nice.
Close enough.
That was close enough.
Close enough for alive.
Someone asked about protein powders. A lot of them have toxic, like heavy metals, or been found to.
Yeah, they do.
As you guys know, Derek's ambassador for Vivo Life, but Vivo Life actually does test
third-party testing.
They're really transparent about it. They do third-party testing on their batches, so they stay within obviously some like the safe levels.
Yep. Yeah, and if you're worried about it, you don't need to have protein powder. You can you can live without it. Just make sure you get lots of good protein sources in your diet. But make sure you get it from a reputable company that does heavy metal testing. How do you know if they have heavy metals? Because people test them. You can't taste them.
Can't taste them. No. Someone said we should do an amazing exercise series.
Oh,
that's kind of a cool idea.
That's really
actually.
cool. But man, there's so much science behind exercise that I don't know. Like, who's that guy who everyone always says I kind of look like, but he's actually just like a lot bigger and has a lot more hair than me. Jeff Nippard. He is amazing on here, and like he does that way better than I'll ever. I'd only be able to do 1% on what he does. Tips on bloating. Go watch my last video on the digestion chips. Chips. But basically, you want to make sure you're in a calm, relaxed state when you eat. And you got to activate that parasympathetic nervous system. You want to chew lots and just incorporate new foods into your diet slowly is a big one. If you want to just start eating beans, all of a sudden you start to eat 2 cups of beans right away, your first meal, you're going to have a bad time. Other than that, increasing stomach acid can help as well. And that's by having things like lemon water and apple cider vinegar water throughout the day. Make sure you rinse with warm water after that, though, because it can be hard on your teeth. Digestive bitters is another good way of increasing your gastric juices. You can find them in health food stores in a little bottle, really bitter tasting, but you have that before you eat, and it can help with that. A lot of the time, that's what bloating is caused by, but it can also be caused by a number of reasons. So with that much information, it's hard to know.
Shout out to Phil for the 10 pounds super chat.
Hope you both
Thank
will
you. That's so nice of you.
Somewhere. Yeah, we'll get something nice. Maybe those cookies at the raw food place. Organic vegan cookbook. Well, yeah, I mean, organic is up to you if you want to make it organic or not. But yeah, I'm working on another ebook. But we've had a little blip in that where it was taking a long time, and I had passions for something else. So I'm working on something else right now. And I don't want to give
comfort food vegan.
Yeah, we're working on that ebook, but on the side, and it'll come out eventually. But yeah, we're working on something else right now that I think is going to help a lot of people. So.
Someone asked, is there any other sources of zinc instead of pumpkin seeds?
Oh, yeah, lots of things.
Tempeh, oats, actually.
Yeah,
I mean, these are like smaller sources. Not like you're going to get like your full daily intake with just eating a couple strips of tempeh, but
beans. Also, dates have some zinc in them too. Yeah, definitely other nuts and seeds. Yeah, there's lots of sources of zinc out there.
And someone says, do we hate on non-vegans? No.
We love my family. I have non-vegans in my family. Yeah. I love them very much. I was once a non-vegan, and I would like to consider myself a good person and someone who I would have loved back then. So no, of course not.
So someone sent another super chat and said, I'm vegan, but I bloat horribly. I did all the things that you said, like HCL and peppermint, but it didn't help. What would you advise? I would advise seeing like a professional, because there could be other things going on. Also, HCL, peppermint, like a lot of these treatments aren't just going to like be magic pills. They take time, right?
They do.
To have like an effect.
Yeah, you might have to get some testing done, because there is something called SIBO, and it's small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and it can be really hard to clear that on your own. So, yeah, dang. Without knowing more about like your diet or your lifestyle, it's so hard to say. I'm not saying like don't ask these questions, because I do appreciate them, but you have to understand that I can't just be like, well, this is exactly what's going to help you. But I think, more testing or some testing would definitely help at this point if you've tried everything else. With love from Sweden.
I want to visit Sweden.
Yes.
One day. Thank you. With love from Canada back.
So I know you get calcium from plants, but how do you get your calcium to make sure it hits the correct daily amount? Thank you. Well, I don't, because I don't really track my food.
Maybe we shouldn't sit on the chair like that.
But my bones are strong enough still. Well, I'm sitting on such a short chair here. I'm like, look like Webster.
Why don't we
no, it's fine. I'll just chill here. So here's the thing: 1,000 milligrams of calcium is what the RDI is here in North America, and it's quite high to hit. It's hard to hit, and there are other countries that eat far less calcium than we do here in North America, 500 milligrams to 700 milligrams a day. And they have far lower rates of like fracture and better bone density than we do here in North America. So eating a ton of calcium, 1,000 milligrams a day, I don't think is necessary for everybody. Maybe if you're eating the standard American diet, it is, but I don't think so. I think getting somewhere between trying to aim for around 700, 750, I think is like reasonable. And as long as you're getting adequate vitamin D from the sun and you're exercising a lot, because that is one of the most important factors for bone density. I don't see there being any problems.
Someone asked, do we do annual blood tests? We don't, because we actually don't have like a family doctor.
Yeah, we're kind of like...
It's hard to find family doctors around here because it's a huge retirement community, and like all the doctors are just like, I am too busy. I can't take new clients.
There actually is a shortage of family doctors. It's kind of crazy. So it's hard when you feel great and things are going well. It's like you don't really like think to do that, but I know that we all should, and I should take my own advice and get it done.
Alicia asked, what should I eat if my last blood test said I'm iron deficient?
Oh, okay. So you want to make sure that you're combining. Okay, so one thing is like stomach acidity. We need fairly good stomach acidity in order to absorb these like metals like iron. And then also, it's not really, I guess it's not metal in the organic form. I guess it still would be, I don't know. But stomach acid for one. So you want to make sure your digestion is on point. And then another one would be like to combine vitamin C with your iron-rich foods, because that increases the absorption like greatly. Like, I don't know the percentage, but exponentially.
It's huge,
So, and just like, half a red pepper at dinner with a bunch of black beans or lentils or something will do it. So also eat like lots of iron-rich foods that of lentils, beans, right? Brown rice, lots of cereal grains. Yeah.
Another thing I think is really important.
So they like your hat.
Oh, my hat! Oh, it's my sun hat. I was like, I got it because I thought maybe it'd be sunny out, but it's not. But still, my sun hat. Another thing that's really important that I've been learning about is avoiding things that actually inhibit iron absorption, which is like coffee, tea, chocolate, like avoiding those types of things around your meals. And so a lot of people drink coffee throughout the day, and so like breakfast and lunch, they might not be absorbing as much iron. Calcium rich foods as well, those don't allow you to absorb much iron, so you just have to be like conscious of that, and I think that can be really helpful.
Very cool.
Yeah, but thanks for the love on the hat. It's from Costco, I'm not gonna lie. My little sun hat from Costco.
I am Iron Man. Funny you put that, because yesterday I just heard that song came on my radio. Actually, it was on my iPod, or on my iPhone, and I was just blasting it in my car, remembering when I was 16 I had a Honda Civic, and that was like the song that would play the loudest through my speakers for whatever reason, and I would just blast it all the time. Anyways, thanks for letting me relive that memory. Any other?
Someone asked me, it's Crystal's show. No, I'm just kidding. Do I use a Minstrel Cup? If you guys know me from Instagram, I talk a lot about this, so I'm going to talk about it now. I do not use one because I just find the one that I have is not comfortable for me, but there's a lot of different brands out there, and if you go to Put a Cup in It, which is, I think, their Instagram handle, they have a quiz on which one would probably fit you. They're really, they're expensive, so I haven't gone out and like purchased a bunch. But I think that they're great. They're reusable, environmentally friendly. They work really well when you do find one that fits. So there's a bunch of different brands. I think the Lily Cup would be my next one to try. But the one that I have now is Maluna, but it's just not super comfortable. So I got to figure that out.
Front flip.
You're eating though. We know when he eats and does some flips, it might not be great.
I'll do a front flip.
Lynn said, big love from Bedford, UK. We've loved you from the early days. Lynn, Pete, and Hemi.
We're just live on YouTube. Oh, I gotta do.
My brother's wife just showed up. This is. We're just live on YouTube right now. We're just answering questions. If you want to say hi, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big deal. Oh my God. Just reading in a non-vegan household.
Caitlin. This is my brother's wife. They just got married actually.
Hello.
A couple weeks ago.
So tips for eating in a non-vegan household. So if you want to eat in a non-vegan household, you gotta learn how to cook your own food. You want to make sure that you learn how to cook well, and that you just you go and you do your own shopping. If you need to go and you need to get a job, you get your own money, blah blah blah. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but that's what I would say. And make enough food that you can share with other people. So I think it's the best way to do it is to be really open about it and not just be like, oh, you guys are having that, I'm going to make my food and go eat in my bedroom and hide and just be angry. It's just like, well, okay, you guys are having that. I'm going to make myself something and I'm going to make more than enough. If you guys want some, go ahead. Hopefully that answers it. Anyways, do you guys plan on marrying, having kids? So the marrying, yeah, maybe. I think it's a rite of passage, kind of in our day and age that it would be nice to go through. But as far as having like a big wedding and stuff, neither of us are very concerned about that. And then as far as having kids, talk a bit about volume. Hopefully the volume is, the audio here is okay. Hopefully you're talking about workout volume. Sorry. Anyways, of kids, I don't think we do plan on having kids. I am open to it. Crystal is pretty against it. She doesn't really want to have any kids. And if she changes her mind one day, then I'll definitely entertain that. But for now, it doesn't look like it's in the cards. And I have a lot of thoughts about it. It's really hard. Like I can't believe how sort of neutral I feel about it, because it's something that I would like to experience, definitely. But I also feel like there's a lot of people in this world. It's going to be a really interesting next 50 to 100 years as far as like the environment and stuff like that goes, and food shortages and all that. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I don't know what to say about it all. Anyways, thanks for that question. Let's see what else we got here. Are we going back to London? Yeah, we are going back to London for Veg Fest this year. So we'll be there. I think it's at the end of October. Crystal's going to come this year. She didn't come last year, so she's going to be here this year. Very cool. What are good foods for your gut bacteria other than kimchi? Well, sauerkraut is. It's really easy to make your own. I keep meaning to do a video on how to make your own. Don't go Google it because it's really simple. You guys will learn before I even can make that video. But sauerkraut's another one. If you can find some like vegan yogurts, there's lots of those out now. Actually, Costco around us just started carrying a new one that's really good. So yeah, like that's what I would say. You could also take a probiotic supplement. However, I'm not too sold on those. Yeah, the bacteria in our guts got to be really specific to each person, and you know, I just don't know about these probiotic supplements. Anyways, dang, Derek, any advice on workouts with hand or wrist tendon issues? Trying to avoid surgery, but love the pull-up workouts. When I first started doing calisthenics, I had a lot of pain and like inflammation right throughout here. For sure. You're just not used to doing so much gripping and using it that much, right? So they get inflamed, and the more you use it, the more that they get inflamed. And there's a lot of stuff that's like going on here, a lot of tendons and a lot of, you know, in order for all our fingers and wrists and everything to move. And as soon as those start getting inflamed and they start like rubbing up against each other, they just keep getting irritated. So the only thing that I know is to like rest. And then of course, like having some anti-inflammatory foods, turmeric with black pepper and you know, ginger and all those other ones. But yeah, rest I think would be the best one. What vegan cheese do you use? You know, for a while I was using a little bit more of that Daya stuff because we starting to get more in Canada now, but we didn't have a ton for a little while. So I'm starting to, you know, experiment the other ones. There was one from like Earthland or something like that I just tried recently, and it was pretty good. Pro tip though to you guys, if you do get the Daya one, don't get the shreds that are already shredded. Get the block and shred it yourself. It's a night and day difference. It is so much better to do it that way. You have no idea. It tastes so much better. So that's what I do. But I don't use a lot of it. I just feel like a lot of the time I look at my meal and I'm like, man, it's really, really good already. And I could like put a dump of, you know, cheese on it and have it be a little bit better. Or I could just eat it like this. And usually I just eat it like that. But yeah. One thing that somebody told me a long time ago, and this is before I got into veganism, I was just trying to eat healthier, but they said, one thing to remember is that not every single meal has to be the absolute best all the time, every single time. So it's not like you have to, you know, you don't have to go and slather, you know, coconut oil on top of it, and then salt on top of that, and then hot sauce on top of that, and then cheese on top of that, and, you know, whatever. You don't just have to keep piling stuff on every single time. It's like your food doesn't have to be like a crazy restaurant quality, like the best you've ever had every single time. And soon enough, your taste buds will start to change anyways, and you'll appreciate the more mellow flavors. I don't know how I got on that tangent. How is the Z? My Z is doing really well. Thank you for asking. That is my beloved car, my 350Z. Are you straight edge?
No.
No, I'm not straight edge.
I feel like I kind of am though.
Yeah, you are.
But I don't like claim it.
Yeah, not just by default because you don't like getting out of your head anymore. But no, I'm not like straight edge. No. Back to LA anytime this year? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'd love to. I'd love to go back to LA tomorrow. But
yeah, it's so fun. Man.
Yeah, that would be the best. What is? Does someone hang something on my pull-up bar? Hey, Derek. How far from the ground should it be? The pull-up bar. Okay, that's a cool one. So I think in between what like the height that I had this one at before, like because I have two heights on it. It's at the higher one right now, and then you can see the lower one. So here, I'll go stand by it. You can leave it there, Crystal, and I'll show you what I think would be a good height. So do you want to move my? So I can barely. And then this one is too high where I just have to like jump right up to it. So I would say just a bit higher, just a bit higher than you can reach. Maybe like, you know, 4 or 5 inches than you can reach. So you just have to jump a little bit to it because then you can get full dead hangs on your pull-ups. It's the worst when you build a bar and then you find at the bottom, your feet hit the bottom and then you have to like either like hook your legs back or go into a C shape.
Or if you start adding weight and then you have to like jump really high and you're like,
and then if it's too high,
that's not fun.
Yeah, we've all seen those fail videos. Oh, you didn't see any of that. It lagged. Shoot. So sorry, guys. I didn't realize that. So, yeah, I have two heights for the pull-up bar there. That one I found to be too low. This one is a little bit too high from the ground. but it's great for when I'm jumping on my pull-up bar or the trampoline and I want to swing on it. So in between those two heights for me, the lower one is right at the top of my hand when I'm stretching as tall as I can, and the other one's like this much above it. So I would say like 4 inches or so above your hand.
Oh, it lags when you go over there. It probably has trouble.
Why would it have trouble with me over there? I don't know.
I don't know.
What, Derek? We need you close. Sorry, guys. I just want to see what the oh well. Sorry about that. Is it still laggy? Yeah, look over here. Remember it?
It's not lagging, it's just delayed a little bit. It shouldn't be too bad. The quality's not great.
Yes.
We're outside, so it might have to do with internet connection and stuff like that.
Sorry about that.
What are your thoughts on conspiracy theories? Do you guys believe in any? I feel most of society is indoctrinated in the same way as people eating flesh. Interesting.
So indoctrinated is in just believing them or not believing them, I wonder. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like to go too in depth with the conspiracy theories that I entertain because I don't like it to wash my message out. But I don't really have any, like, I don't think that the world is like run by like reptilian, you know, a reptilian race or anything like that.
Or that the earth is flat or
yeah, or anything like that, you know. But I, you know, I don't know. I do think that there's probably some stuff going on as far as maybe environmental control and that sort of stuff that we don't really know about, but.
Or the pyramids were a power source, just saying.
Yeah, or yeah, exactly. I think that I'm really into like the ancient civilizations.
Yeah, that's really fun to learn about.
Not just like ancient aliens, but like actually the civilizations. I think there's some, we're going to hopefully find some really cool information out about like what the heck was going on back then, how they had so much technology and how that's been lost in the last 12,000 years. There's an amazing channel if you guys are into it called Ancient Architects, and it's on YouTube, and it was really cool because I watched the guy go from having a full-time job and he made these videos that were incredible quality, and he'd say, sorry guys, I want to put out more videos, but I can't, I'm just working full-time. And then I saw his channel grow, and now he's doing it like absolutely full-time, and the videos are just incredible. So it's kind of cool to see that, and happened within maybe just the last year.
Joshua said lots of love from
Uric.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so.
The Netherlands. Are you guys visiting anytime soon? Keep doing what you're doing. We don't really have any plans to.
No, not to go to the Netherlands, but hey, if your house is open, that would, you know, that would sweeten the deal. What is your zombie apocalypse plan? $5 from Caleb, the business owner. I guess business is good for you to donate $5 to learn that. No, I'm just kidding. Zombie. Oh man, my whole thing. Yeah. Well. My whole thing right away is you got to fill up like all the bathtubs and sinks with water because you want to have as much like water as you can.
I love how you've thought about
I have thought about it. I won't go into too much detail, but you want to, I don't know, just protect your you know, your area. You got to lock the doors and windows and that sort of thing. There's a conspiracy theory that I can definitely entertain. No, I'm just kidding. No questions about Area 51 yet. I'm surprised there. Oh. 18 years old and I've been vegan for 1 year and I have got forehead wrinkles already. Any tips on how to improve skin? I had forehead wrinkles when I came out of the womb. Like, and I was drinking milk, let me tell you, when I was a kid. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Make sure you're hydrated.
Yeah,
hydration is the biggest thing.
I don't think it really has anything. Genetics.
Yeah, genetics have another big part of it. Yeah, Crystal doesn't have a damn wrinkle on her whole face. And like, I'm over here looking like a roadmap. So I don't know. And she eats vegan, I eat vegan. So go figure.
You're also like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, I'm also kind of an old man.
But it really, because my mom's skin is really great. And like, I think it really depends on like genetics, how you take care of yourself, moisturize, sun protection with the hat, you know, like there's a lot that goes into it. Just making sure that you're eating well as well. Healthy fats.
Yeah. Antioxidants. Someone asks, there's always a lot of protein questions, and I will answer this one for sure because how many grams of protein do you consume on an average day? Do you think the 2 grams per kilo ratio is accurate? 2 grams per kilo, so that'd be 100. I think that's the very highest that anybody would need to go. Like I don't eat nearly that much.
Crazy, yeah.
But that's not that crazy, no, because that would be me eating like 130 grams of protein in a day.
Oh, sorry.
I'm 64 to 65 kilograms, so not a huge guy, but I don't eat that much. I get around between. On some days 80 and on other days around 100, probably some days even less than 80 if I'm eating a lot of fruit. So probably get around 1.6 grams per kilogram. So there you go. And whenever we talk about this, remember, it's like lean body weight too. If somebody has like, you know, a ton of body fat, these numbers are usually for lean body weight. Just throwing that out there. So if somebody's like, you know, what, I don't need to get into the details. CrossFit, what I think of CrossFit. I love the idea of like group workouts and the fact that they've made like something that's pretty solitary, like working out, lifting weights and stuff, into a group activity. I think it's like amazing. There's so much support around it. I think that I don't love the pull-ups. I'm not going to lie. I don't love the muscle-ups. I'm not going to lie. But it's a different sport, right? That's like me being like a skateboarder on a short board, being like, I hate longboards. But they're doing something different, right? So it's like, whatever. We got to be okay with these things. So I think it's cool as long as people are moving their body, like what they're doing. Just have to be safe, because there's a lot of injuries that come from CrossFit. And Crystal and I both know this because she used to work in a doctor's office where they treated a lot of CrossFit competitors, and that was sort of
lots of injuries.
Unfortunately, that was their main sort of niche. So.
But when you're in a community, you want to lift heavy, you know, you get really into it. It's like the CrossFit workouts are hard. Like they're really intense. And I think some people might not necessarily need to like start out with that kind of intensity when it comes to working out right off the bat.
Okay, we have a super chat here from Hinkelheimer. Ever thought about doing a series on why animal products are detrimental to our health and why a whole foods plant-based diet is superior? Succinct videos from you on the topic would have been helpful before I went vegan.
So I think we like to focus on the good stuff, like the plants and stuff like that. And Derek's never gone out and been like, meat is like the most terrible, awful thing. You know,
it's hard because you know, people will all, and I understand that would have worked for you. What I would have said if somebody told me like, oh yeah, meat's like, you know, bad for you.
Gonna kill you.
It's going to give you heart disease or whatever. I would have said, hey, I have a grandma who's like 100 years old. She's eating meat every single day and she didn't get heart disease. Right. So yeah, not that, you know, for me, it's just that message wouldn't have, wouldn't have resonated with me. So that's why I kind of like put out a slightly different message. But I think that there definitely could be a really strategic way of doing it. And it's a great idea. So thanks for recommending that. Succinct videos from me. Don't think you're ever going to get them. I try, but my videos, they drag on. I don't know how to make them shorter. I try. Every time we make a video,
you're like, it'll be like 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, just give me a 3 or 4 minute video, Crystal.
20 minutes later, you're like, oh my God.
And you guys don't know how much I cut out of my videos too. I like end up cutting them down by like half. Like you can't even imagine. Squeak Buffeteria. Hello, cute humans. Nice to see you. Hello. What do you think about 100% pea protein? As long as it's heavy metal tested and you can stomach it and you enjoy it.
I don't know. It might be hard to stomach.
Yeah, pea protein on its own without being fermented pea protein can be quite bloating. Yeah. So someone's like, are you part of the reptilian elite?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on doing regular leg days on top of long distance runs? I'm worried that I'm pushing my legs too hard or that I'm not getting the benefit that I would if I were just doing one.
I personally feel like that would be a lot if you're doing like a heavy leg day and then doing like a long distance run. Your legs would be.
That's the thing. Our bodies really want to specialize. It's really hard to be good at like a lot of things. So yeah, don't expect to make like a ton of gains in either area if you're really trying to specialize in both.
So maybe break it up.
Yeah.
Do like a long distance run one.
And it's hard to know what your leg days are like. Are they really heavy or what? Maybe. Right. But if you're worried you're pushing your legs too hard, then just don't. Especially as you get older. I've gotten into my 30s here and well into my 30s, I've started to learn how much I benefit from quicker, more like succinct word out there workouts rather than like longer drawn out ones, just trying to put in tons and tons of volume and everything. I just try and keep it really like quick and focused and push hard.
Have we seen Game Changers? No, but we want to watch it when it comes out.
Yeah, we were close to getting a screening of it once, but no.
Tip for a guy, or just tips in general for people that have to consume a large amount of calories to build muscle.
Smoothies.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, smoothies are yeah, no. Yeah. So smoothies, and building muscle is hard out there. I just want to let you guys know, like it's easy to see like pictures on Instagram of someone's like transformation or whatever, but man, it's a lot of work and it's hard to keep it too. So yeah, getting in lots of like I like to like blend and mash foods. I know it's like weird, it's like baby food, but like beans and stuff. Like if you make like refried beans, you can eat so many more beans than if you're just to eat like dried, you know, not dry, but just like straight canned beans like that, right? Yeah.
Have we watched this is from Drama Llama? Good name.
Cool.
Have we watched any of the speeches from the 2020 dietary guidelines? And I think I saw Dr. Greger do that, and I think that's for the US. It's been such a headache so far. A bunch of doctors all saying complete opposite diets are for optimal health. We don't follow a lot of stuff like that happens in the US.
No, I saw Dr. Greger's speech though, and it was fire.
Yeah, Dr. Greger's fire. But it's very polarizing. You know, with nutrition, like one doctor says one thing,
yeah, that is
another, and it's just like, I think we need to look at the science, and I think the science is pretty clear.
Yeah, and
it's very clouded, right?
And like we said at the beginning, there's a lot of lobbying that goes on and a lot of industry, you know, influence. So, you know, who knows whose hands in whose pocket there.
If you had all the money in the world, what car would you buy?
Oh gosh, my brain. That's so hard to say, because then you got to think about like being a jerk, like driving around $1 million car, if that's the one you choose, right?
But wouldn't you want something that doesn't like break down all the time?
Yeah,
supercars are not.
No, they're pretty good now. Like McLarens and stuff, they don't break down all that much. I don't, at least so.
Maybe an NSX or something.
Yeah, the new NSX. I don't know. It would be so hard to say. Like, gosh, there's a lot of cool cars out there. I don't know. The Lamborghini Huracan is just like, man, such goals. So that'd be really cool. But then like burning that much gas and being that jerk who's like getting out of a car, the doors go like, I don't think I could do that.
And then they also asked how is the leather in the new hotness, which I think you mean the Nissan. We actually did not get leather in that. We consciously, when we bought the car, we got, what material is it? Like
they're fabric seats.
They're fabric.
Yeah, so it's actually,
we didn't want leather.
Took me a long time to find this car because it's used. It took me a long time to find one that had like the options that I want, and then fabric seats, because they all that are optioned out usually have leather. So that was really hard. Who's coming to vegan camp out in the UK? Not myself, I know that, but I have seen some amazing names that are going. Height?
Someone keeps asking your height. I don't understand why people care so much.
Yeah, like, I know. People really, yeah, look at that. Height. So someone was like 5'4". Hey, at least give me an inch and a half or so on that. I think I'm just probably under 5'6" or 5, somewhere right around 5'6". Yeah. Not a very tall guy. Crystal's probably 5'8" or 5'9" now. She was a little shorter.
I think I'm 5'8". I don't think I'm 5'8".
5'8", yeah. I think you're a little shorter when we started dating. Not sure what's going on there.
Let's see.
Yeah, what else? Should we wrap it up?
Who are your favorite YouTubers?
Oh, cool.
Because that's fun, because Derek watches some different things.
Yeah.
And you like
but I always leave people out, right, with these?
I know, it's hard.
Yeah, my favorite YouTuber. I watch a lot of vegan stuff, but I watch a lot of non-vegan stuff too, like a lot of car channels. You guys wouldn't know, but Cletus McFarland, he's one of my favorite ones. He's doing like one of the best on like in the car scene right now, and they have so much fun. It's unbelievable. But then like I said, Earthling Ed, I really like Humane Hancock. He's really cool too, and Joey Carbstrong. I like their channels, but I can't be like daily watching the activist stuff. Just hard for my brain.
You like watching the 9
obviously.
Club?
The 9 Club, it's
which
a
is about skateboarding.
One. Love John Venus, Brian Turner, Maddie Limburner, Miles, Healthy Crazy Cool. Who else do we got going on? Obviously Nutrition Facts. You like Lily Kawhi?
She has really good
she's great as well.
I also like I don't really watch a lot of YouTube, but I like watching Natasha Ocean's videos. She has really great stuff. I really like I like her approach to
Herbivore
fitness and stuff like that.
He's always got my back whenever people are talking smack about me.
And with 2 backflips back to back? Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh. What is it? Someone said end with it, or?
Yeah, they're like,
oh man. Okay, maybe. I've never done 2 backflips consecutively, so that would be pretty cool. Oh yeah, Vegan Gains. I'll watch his stuff for sure. Yep.
Why do you think people eat raw vegan diet? Don't you want to eat any grains and legumes? I think people do it for different reasons. I think some people just genuinely feel better when they eat that way, but I definitely think you are missing out on a lot of easily obtainable nutrients when you cut out grains and legumes, especially when they're prepared properly. But teach their own. Yeah.
Someone asked, how do I pay you? Donation. Well, there's a thing called Super Chat, but you don't have to, and don't feel like obligated. Just tell a friend about my channel. That's good enough. More than good enough.
Do a kickflip. Oh no, this is going to turn
into a coworker recently told me I remind him of you, and it took it as the highest compliment.
Aw, so nice.
Glad you're around. I wish there were more people as positive as you. Thanks so much. That's really nice. I never know what to say when people are like, you remind me of my friend. I'm always like, oh, please. Or you remind me of this guy I know. I never know what to say when I hear that. But I'm glad that you knew the person they were referring to there. Someone wanted a kickflip like on the trampoline.
I don't know.
I do have a skateboard for it. How long are we dating? Around 5 years. Yeah.
6 years in January of next January.
Yeah.
The next January. So 5.
Yeah. Do you guys take a DHA supplement? I was for a little while, but I've stopped. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just not great at taking those kinds of supplements. I always like forget. So yeah, we have one.
Someone asked, Jade Music asked, been watching for a while. I'm curious to know how easy or difficult it is to maintain your lifestyle. It's very easy. We have so much access to amazing places to get food.
For us, because we have our lives are a little bit not as social as other people's, I'll say. If we had a big group of friends that were all meat eaters and they were going out to eat and they were going to bars and it was like that sort of situation, I feel like it would be harder for us.
It would be, I don't know, harder in the sense because we don't like drink or whatever, but we could always go there and just like have fun and stuff. But there's not a lot of vegan friendly or vegan restaurants around where we live. Usually when we go, we have to kind of like check or something like that. So eating out isn't like the most accessible. There's a couple restaurants. There's actually one that is like full vegan that's in town. But apart from that, there isn't that much accessibility. Yeah. But when it comes to maintaining our lifestyle, trying to like, get food and all that kind of stuff, it's very easy.
All I'm saying is the only time it's awkward is when we go to like a restaurant and it's
there isn't really, and you have to be like, can you make me something?
Yeah.
Vegan? Like there's
and then it's a big, and usually you just don't want,
you're like, I'll just
go hungry or water. Like, I don't care. But then you don't want to be, everyone's like, no, you got to eat something. So yeah, it's the only time. But, honestly, yeah, just making your own food and like bringing it to work or, being prepared when you go out and eating at home as much as you can is not that hard. And once you find meals that you really enjoy, that are quick and easy to make, like stir fries, we use the Instant Pot a lot and that sort of thing. It's really, really easy. Yeah, this is berries, frozen berries and water. I'm glad that you think that looks delicious.
Yeah, it looks a little terrifying. Max amount of pull-ups. I think, what was your max amount? We counted
I don't know.
Before.
Yeah, should I try?
It'll probably lag because you're really far away.
It's not, but I'm not like the Wi-Fi meter here. I don't know why it lags.
I know, but I think it's trying to I don't know. Every time you go on the trampoline or go far.
I really hope the quality is better than it's showing on this computer here. If it is like complete block of vision, guys, I am so sorry. And thank you all so much for hanging out because I wouldn't have stuck around this long if it's as bad as it's showing on this computer over here.
Yeah, unfortunately. Would you eat Beyond Meat? We have had.
Yeah, I have had Beyond Meat.
We might actually be going to my parents' house tonight and having some burgers with them.
Yeah,
Beyond Meat burgers.
I enjoy them. I find them a little too smoky and too meaty tasting. Kind of, but I'll enjoy it. I like things like bean burgers and stuff a little bit better.
People say the quality's great. Okay, that's good because we have another computer going.
Some said it's like 360. Some people say it's like 720, maybe 480. So yeah.
Somewhat. You might have to change your quality settings.
Oh,
interesting.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
Ice Cube made me do it.
Yeah.
Miss you.
I forgot to change my quality settings. It was him. Okay, yeah. Get that quality up, guys. Quality is good. Someone said. I'm gonna go and try and do some pull-ups. Let's see how many I can do. You guys all count me down.
I'll start asking or answering some questions. That are easy.
And if it lags. Then we will know that I am the Wi-Fi hotspot.
Yeah, so let us know if it lags when Derek does pull-ups.
That doesn't make any sense.
I have hair in my face. Someone asked us if we're going to go to Barcelona and reunite with John, Catherine, and Noah. We do not have any plans, but I think we are going to see John in London. We're going to London in October for Veg Fest. I'm not counting. I don't know how many you've done.
I count.
Okay, well, how many?
6.
7.
8. 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15? Oh, come on, you can do it. 16, 17, come on. Oh, 18, come on. You can do it. Come on, 2 more to 20. 2 more to 20, come on. 19, nice. Chin over the bar. 1 more. Come on. Come on, yes.
I got it, kind of.
So he just did 20 body weight pull-ups.
20 pull-ups. Someone was wanting to see skateboard on here. Keep entertaining.
Okay, I'll keep entertaining. He's gonna grab a skateboard. I just want to say thank you to everyone that said that my haircut is cute. I appreciate that. It's taken me a while to learn how to style, and I don't really still know how to style it, so it's very fun.
Someone recommended this. They said you should have a skateboard with no wheels and try it on your trampoline. So I'm gonna do it for you.
Guys,
I've done this.
Things are getting so
it's really
crazy.
Really hard. Makes you so tired. So listen to Bob Deck. This is pretty cool. All these signatures on it are all from friends of mine when I moved away. It's pretty cool. I was actually here in Vancouver when I moved back to the East Coast, and they all did this.
Someone's like, "Don't break your ankles." Thank you.
Yeah, thanks to the tip.
Wait, was Derek ever in the military? He was not.
No, but I got a haircut for it now.
So funny.
Okay. I'll try. Like, I can't do any tricks.
I appreciate everyone's kind words about Coco. That was a really tough time. I actually had a little cry today about it. I'm not gonna lie, we miss him a lot. But
yeah, we saw some cats on the street that weren't as nice as him.
Yeah, I was like petting a cat, and I was like, I just want Coco. Okay. Coco was so
Try
nice.
Try a kickflip for that person.
Okay, kickflip.
Oh, it's really hard.
This is not gonna work.
One more try. I can't. I don't know how people do this. Not gonna flip.
Coco flip. People are so funny. For those that have said, who's Coco? Coco, if you guys have watched like any of our videos, he was our kitty cat. Very sweet kitty cat.
Yeah. Yeah, Coco. Yeah.
Do a grab?
Hey, Josh, who's 5'4". What's up, dude?
Are we gonna get another cat? We have no plans to get another companion animal, and if we do get another companion animal in the future, I think we're gonna get a dog. Yeah, but again, we don't have any plans, so yeah.
Someone wanted to grab.
Someone wanted to grab.
Hopefully, it didn't lag for very long because it was quick. Okay, one more.
Does Derek like Spartan races? He's done one before in Vancouver. Good job. And it was tough, but he did enjoy it. He had a really nice time. He hasn't done one since though, but I don't know. Those things are fun, but we never really know when they're happening or sign up for them. I guess we could look.
Come to Dubai. Oh my gosh. Dubai would be a really wild place.
Really wild. I don't know if we...
I remember John Venus went there and we saw him right after. He was telling us all about it. It was really cool.
Have we upgraded our Instant Pot to a 6-quart? We actually really like the small one. It works. Like, we make so much food in that. I don't know how we would, like, I don't feel like we'd be able to eat, like, all the food we'd make in a 6-quart one or, like, a big one.
No, we could put it, you know what?
I mean, Crystal, we could freeze it.
Like, leftovers stick around our house for, like, a day.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, I guess we could freeze it if we meal prepped and stuff like that.
True.
It would make more sense to do that, but, yeah. I don't think someone asked about Derek doing like an Ironman race. I don't think we have any plans because that is like a completely different way of training, and I feel like you would kill it if you just like went into it. But
someone's like, "You have too much energy. Get over here, help me clean." Someone else asked if my abs are still showing. Oh my god,
is the lighting good?
Yeah, I know. I'm like looking. No, not really. Yeah, a bit.
Not really? Are you kidding? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, not bad. I'm definitely not my leanest. As you get older, it gets harder to stay lean, especially like the stomach area.
Do a Superman pose jump. I don't know. I have no idea
what
that is. Okay, he knows what that is.
No, I don't really know, but I'll try.
What is that?
Superman.
No, dude, you should do it the other way. Remember your one where you're like sleeping?
Yeah, but it only looks cool in a still.
Someone can still that, please. Can you walk on your hands? I think you can a little bit. I don't know if you really practice that or do that.
Yeah, only if I start falling over and I try and stay up. Happy Healthy Vegan, another channel I watch.
Good channel.
God, man, like those guys.
Someone asked, can we show the garden?
Yeah.
It's not good this year. We haven't done a garden video because our soil and stuff, it's not great.
Yeah.
Our tomato plants are bumping though, but that's like honestly the only thing we're growing right now, and it's not fun for anyone to
Oh
to
man,
look
so
at.
just Ryan, it looked like you did nollie after drinking lemon water, not on an empty stomach. That was so long ago. That was amazing that you remember that video. Yeah, should always be done on an empty stomach. That's why I never did a video on nollie,
because we were like, oh, you have to like
I don't know enough about it. And yeah, it's like pretty in depth. It's a Ayurvedic exercise where you like roll your abdominals and do different things. I haven't been practicing it. I can't do it anymore. Will we hear bing 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 bonk again soon? Yeah, we'll do it. How many hours of sleep do I get? I definitely try and get at least 7. I try and get up to 8.5 if I can. When are you getting back to leg day? Ha ha ha. Blocked. Blocked. Reported. Blocked.
Stretching.
No, I'm doing leg day. I'm doing leg day. Here, let's see. I've been working on it. Yeah, not the.
Yeah, your legs look fine. Like I don't know why you.
No, because when I hang, and my calves look really pinner when I hang. But I'm trying, guys.
What does this look? Oh, okay. I was like, we don't need to see the booty.
No, I'm doing leg day. I've been doing leg day consistently.
Have you ever had chiropractic care?
No, I've had a massage. Never been a fan, but I don't think I've had a good one yet.
And then someone said stretching after a workout.
I don't, but I should. With calisthenics, a lot of the movements that I do involve a lot of stretching. So I'm not saying that's why you don't have to do them if you do calisthenics, but you know, it's like especially hanging and stuff at the end of my pull-up sets. Always, you know, I let myself dead hang and stuff. So, yeah.
Why are some people born with big calves but not big biceps? Calves are like, honestly, they are genetic. Like
really genetic. There's an Asian guy at my gym who has the best calves, and he's got the thinnest ankle too, which makes it even bigger. It's the tiniest ankle, and it goes up, and then these huge calves, and I'm just like, why? But yeah, he always tells me my biceps look good, so we all got our things.
Would you ever do yoga? I practice yoga a lot, and I took Derek to a class, and he hasn't been back since, but maybe one day.
Yep. I enjoyed it. I just only have so many hours to do so many things in a day.
Favorite body part to train? Let's do like a rapid question. Chest? Okay, so you guys ask a bunch of questions because we're nearing an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know how long our live can go for. I feel like it's probably going to cut off. Maybe
I don't know. It used to start really lagging on us after like an hour. Apparently, it's been doing that the whole time.
So we'll do like a rapid fire Q&A.
I used to watch Thenx a bit. I don't watch him so much anymore. I just haven't found too much value in it lately. Not that he's not doing amazing things, or not that he's many chapters ahead of me. I've just been going at my own pace lately.
So lentils or beans?
Lentils, French lentils, poi lentils.
Are
you naturally lean, like a hard gainer? Yeah, I'm definitely naturally lean. But once I hit like 25, 27 years old, things changed, and I definitely had to work harder to stay lean.
Ever thought about getting into powerlifting?
No, no, I'm just not interested enough in like. I feel like the risk to reward is not there for me, at least.
Sleds or squats?
Squats and then hill sprints.
Favorite sport?
Skateboarding is the best sport ever. It's the coolest damn thing in the whole damn world.
Red or green lentils?
Green. Poi lentils.
Pasta or rice?
Rice pasta.
Tofu or tempeh?
Tofu.
Oh, ocean or mountains?
Tempeh is better for you.
Ocean or mountains?
Oh man, Pacific Northwest, baby. You get it all.
Did you ever, these aren't really rapid fire, but did you ever play hockey? Yes. Derek's
I grew up playing hockey. Yeah, and guess who else grew up playing hockey too? This one right here. And we went and played hockey together after about our first year of dating, and it was so cool. We were just dangling, playing pass and shooting. It was really cool.
I was very surprised how good you were. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
You never I was like, you're like, I haven't skated in years, and you were just like phenomenal. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I grew up playing. I played from when I was maybe 7 years old or something, and I remember a quick little story for you guys about, I know this is rapid fire, but I was really scared of not being able to skate well enough. So I made my mom put me in like skating lessons and power skating for the first like couple years before I played hockey. And then my first year I went to the tryouts, and they didn't really have any pucks because we were so young for the tryout. They just wanted to see how people could skate. And I was like whipping around everybody because I was so good at skating. Never held a stick in my whole life. So good at skate. I just figured, I would just be able to skate. They put me in the lower level. I got put in like one of the highest levels. And first game, I go out there to try and play. First of all, my the skate guards were still on. Friggin' Bambi on ice, like just went, and then also just couldn't like stick handle or anything. It was really funny. Anyways,
boxers or briefs?
I wear the ones that are like a little bit like the tighter sort of ones. These guys,
Ooh.
Boxer briefs. Hello.
Ooh.
And these are the Calvins. I actually these are my good ones.
Just kidding. Bananas or avocados? I think that's obvious.
Bananacado.
Rings or pull-ups?
Rings or pull-ups? Or rings are like a pull-up bar? If I only could choose one, it would have to be rings. So versatile.
Mountain biking or running?
Mountain biking. You get somewhere so much faster. Man.
Oh man,
these are really fun. Hey, I just want to say thanks, guys, for doing this. Like I was telling Crystal beforehand, I was like so excited. I'm like, we get to hang out with so many people in our backyard. Like I just think it is so neat. There's 484 of you right here in our backyard right now with us. It's really neat. Well, obviously not really.
Betaine, HCL, or apple cider vinegar?
If I had to choose one of them, betaine, HCL, or apple cider, ACV is much safer.
Push-ups or dips?
But depending on the
amount,
I
know that's a hard one to answer.
Yeah, I mean watered down apple cider vinegar.
Push-ups or dips?
Dips, because you can do planche dips, and they are very similar to push-ups.
Sylvias or Skylines? That's a loaded question.
Yeah,
kind of.
I R32 Skyline, but I'd take an RB swapped Sylvia for sure. This is all car talk for you guys.
Tree house or tiny house?
Tiny house in the trees. It'd be so cool.
Rivers or lakes?
Oh, I like rivers. I do like rivers. I like a little bit of flowing water. Feels like something's happening.
Okay, let's try to get some.
To be or not to be.
Planche or front lever? I think it would be front lever. Planche is so hard. Hey.
Yeah, front lever. Yeah, that's. I haven't done one in a long time. Should we do one? Nah, that's okay.
At gym or outdoor workout, I guess. Like
outdoor would be ideal. But the problem with this is the backyard setup now is too much fun. So I end up just like jumping around and like playing, and I don't actually do any like really serious workout stuff. So that's why I still go to the gym quite a bit.
Hot or cold weather? I think we know the answer to that.
Oh, I love hot weather. I know a lot of people run hot, so they like cold weather, but flax or hemp, man. I feel like flax is the king of the omega content, but hemp is very tasty and has more protein. So if I had to choose one or the other, I'd probably choose the hemp.
Are you still following a push-pull leg split?
Yeah, for the most part I am. But since I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the summer has been kind of hectic. If I know that there's a week where I'm not going to be able to get in many days of workouts, I'll do a upper and lower split. So I'll just work my upper body out one day, lower body the next day, and then see if I can get back to the gym on that third day. If not, take a day off and repeat it as well.
So someone asked if we'd ever film like a workout video series that people could follow at home. We have thought about this, but
yeah, I have a couple things. I know, like, I don't know where I would do it because inside our house is like, it's not the prettiest, and then it's kind of, and we don't have, yes. And then also in the backyard, it's kind of, there's a lot of stuff scattered here. So I guess I could go to the park and do that. I know it's hard. The
way that you work out is like, it would be.
The thing with calisthenics is that there's people can be like, it's such a wide variety of where someone's at, right? Like a beginner calisthenics person could be able to do 0 pull-ups, not hanging from the bar, or maybe be able to do 4 pull-ups. And I would still say that person is, somewhat a beginner. So that is a huge range, right? So it's really hard for me to like target, to find some happy medium where everyone's at without being like, okay, do this exercise. If you can't do that, here's an easier one. Here's an easier one. It gets complicated. I overthink things, guys.
Yeah, we do. Should we answer? It's been an hour, so should we wrap it up?
Yeah, wrap it up. I don't know if you guys want to see me do a couple jumps. Let me know. A couple more questions. Let me know. Let's go for 5 more minutes. Do I speak French since I'm Canadian? Un peu. That means just a little, and that's really all I can say. We learned French in school up until like grade. Like I was in French until grade 10. what a waste of time, because I don't know any of it. And I'm not saying it's a waste of time that we shouldn't learn it, because it's one of it's our second national language or whatever. But gosh, it's there was so much time I could have been learning other things in school, like how to do my taxes or how to talk to a girl.
But I do feel like in Canada, when we go to school, there's not a huge amount of emphasis put on like being able to speak fluently. It's like you take French, but if we went to Montreal or even Paris or something, it's not like we ever got the experience to speak.
It was different for me because I went to school fluently in Ontario, which is right next door to Quebec.
I didn't have that experience.
And we would go to Quebec on field trips and stuff like that. So that it was kind of stressed for us to learn it, but man, it's it didn't stick, that's for sure.
Do a double backflip? Is that like in the air?
Yeah, no, I can't do a double backflip, but something I just learned and it's hard for me to do is a 1 1/4 backflip. So a backflip where instead of landing on my feet, I land on my back. I'll try that one now because it's really fun and it's scary. It doesn't seem like it's scary. It doesn't seem like much, but it's a tough one for me.
Someone asked, do you work out less because you have a trampoline? I would, yeah, I know. Okay,
here we go. 1.5.
1.5. Oh my goodness. I would say this is more of like a fun kind of, I guess, like cardio almost activity.
Yeah.
So I don't think you work out less, but I think, I don't know.
It's
summertime, so I think working out is just kind of.
Yeah, I just have more fun. Like sometimes I think I'm like, I could chill back here and run around and have fun on my trampoline for the next hour and a half, or I could like, rush to go to the gym, work out for 45 minutes or an hour, come back, and I'm just like a lot of the time, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and have fun as long as I'm moving. What kind of bike do I have? Oh, we have a few bikes in the family, actually. I've had my bikes forever, but I have a Kona Caldera. It's a hardtail mountain bike. I just put some nice big fat tires on it so I could do downhill on it. And then Crystal, we just got Crystal a Marin mountain bike. We got to get on that more, maybe later on today.
Yep.
And then we both have a couple road bikes as well. And I just got my mom a cool bike off Craigslist for $100, and it's a nice step through for mom. Yeah, I'm going to take her around town. Get in a front flip in after the quarter. So go backflip, 1.5 backflip, land on my back, and then front flip. That would be really cool.
No, don't try it. Don't try it.
Keep an eye on my stories, guys.
Yeah, he has to practice. It might get bad.
Yeah. Man, this is really fun. Thanks, guys. Are we gonna get married? Maybe one day. I don't feel like we could feel any more committed to each other, than we do now. I don't think we put a ton of value in that, for us. I know a lot of people do seal the commitment and that sort of thing, but we have a business together. We have 5 years together, and and I don't let her out of the house, so she can't really meet any other guys or anything. No, I'm just kidding. How did you get so ripped? Any tips for an amateur? Honestly, consistency is like the main thing. I would get up every morning before work, and I would rub the sleep out of my eyes, and I would go outside and I would just start doing push-ups or whatever. And I would do that every single day. And after the first 2-3 months, you start seeing some gains, and it's amazing. And that really keeps you motivated. But yeah, you just got to stay consistent, find something that works for you. If you hate going to the gym, do at-home workouts. If you hate at-home workouts, I don't know, join CrossFit, figure it out. But yeah, staying accountable and having a goal as well. That's really important. For me, it was like, I want to build up my body so I have a physique that is desirable enough for others that I'm going to, get more eyes onto myself. And I know that sounds vain, but I wanted to spread this message of eating a whole foods plant-based diet. And I know that a lot of people's health decisions are based on vanity, and a lot of guys want to be muscular. And I wanted to prove to myself that I could build muscle as well as others. So I had this goal in mind. I want to get this message out there. And then, yeah, and that's how I did it. So yeah,
it takes a lot of time. I mean, Derek's been working out
for like 5 years.
At least 5 years. We've been together for about 5.5, and then so you were probably working out maybe 6 months before, maybe
so almost 6 years.
So and then you were doing a little bit of long distance running before that. Yeah. And so it takes a lot of time. And
yeah.
Oh, I've seen you progress. It's really amazing, but like, man, it's
a lot of work. Just
commitment.
Honestly, stay consistent and just keep pushing. And do your best with what you have each day. And that's why I don't count a lot of my reps, because some days I'm a step or two back than I was the day before. But it goes like this. The progress is never linear. I actually had a guy at the gym the other day ask me, after I was just done this hardest curl set, I was like just going so hard. He was like, hey, so are you trying to gain? Oh, flip the switch inside on the yellow thing. Sorry, we're losing power here. He said, are you still trying to gain muscle at this point, or are you just trying to maintain? And I was like, dude, if you are not trying to push forward at this point, you are going backwards. So yeah, I just thought it was funny that like trying to maintain. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you seeing how hard I'm going? No, it's good. Anyways, yeah, no, good question. So hopefully, yeah, that helps. And not eating, like I just eat in a slight surplus or right around maintenance, right? If we keep pushing our body and telling our body we have to get stronger, we have to develop more muscle, and we eat, you know, right around our maintenance or just maybe even a little bit above, our body's going to use up those calories, and we're going to be maybe able to make those lean gains.
So someone said your vanity is a sacrifice for others. So what Derek meant about like building his body is he was getting into nutrition and he wanted to help people, and he realized that people, especially when it comes to like plant-based nutrition, they want to, I guess, look a certain way. And so you wanted to put on muscle to prove that you could put on muscle on a vegan diet. And so it wasn't necessarily like vanity to be like, look at me. It was to be like, you can do this and let me help you do this because I did it.
Yeah. That's a little sassy. So your vanity is a sacrifice to others.
Politics.
Consider politics, young fella. Not much of a politician, my friend. Care more about the animals than I do about politics.
So yeah,
I think bodybuilding is part of culture, and you're doing your part by showing a healthier way as possible. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of people will look to the most like ripped person on Instagram or on YouTube or whatever for their health and nutrition advice, even though a lot of the time they might not be the healthiest, person out there or be giving the best advice. So I wanted to find my niche in there, and it's too bad that people's health decisions are based on like, you know, looks and vanity and stuff. But that's just how it is. I learned that right away when I started doing consulting.
The sun's. I just don't want you to get a little sunburn.
Oh, I'll be okay.
I don't know. Okay. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I just anyways, it worked for me. If you guys don't like it, I'm sorry. But hey, how much protein per pound do we need to maintain our muscles? Yeah, I talked about that a little earlier in the video. I'd probably get around 1.5 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight, and that's probably on a higher end of things. Depends if you're in a surplus or in a deficit as well. If you're in a deficit, you want to be having more protein.
Bicep inches? Oh man, you're like, it's like 30 inches.
No, yeah.
Can you imagine?
We were trying to find a tape measure big enough, but we just couldn't.
No, we just couldn't find a tape measure big enough. So
no, I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
Not very big. I'm such a small guy. Like, you know, this is real. Like, look, compared to like an iPhone, like you guys don't realize. Like,
and then compared to
I'm
mine,
not really
like,
a very
look at
big
how
dude.
big my like it
Flex
really
off.
Yeah, it's not.
But
fair.
Yeah, I don't know. We did measure them a long time ago. I can't remember how many inches it is or whatever. It's definitely not very impressive. And my left is so much bigger than my right. It's ridiculous. Look at that. And I even try harder, and this is my strong arm, and I try and do more reps and stuff on this. Riddle me that.
Which is not, you're not supposed to do more reps on one side.
No, but I'm trying.
Say as what is it? Like say as I do, or no, don't do as I say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Patrick Baboumian takes in 2.5 grams of protein per day. Like hopefully that's per pound or kilogram. I'm not sure. I'm not Patrick Baboumian.
Also big dude.
Yeah, I'm not lifting 10,000 pounds. What food will you do next for your amazing food series? You know what? I don't know. We're kind of at a crossroads. But
I think we're gonna do flax or maybe some berries, because berries are coming into season now.
Yeah.
So like blackberries, we can go and harvest some.
Yes, that's great.
Outdoors.
Yeah,
so
I'd
I
like
think those two.
To try and make these videos interesting, right? Rather than just, you know, so if there's something in season or whatever, I think that would be really fun.
Blackberry bushes are everywhere around here, so it's very exciting.
So I think I'm either gonna berries. That's right. We weren't sure if we were gonna do each individual berry or just berries in general, because a lot of berries have very similar like health properties. And then I thought maybe I could do just berries are amazing. This is why you should eat it. And then maybe highlight a few different like cool little, you know, individual parts of each berry.
Oh, do hot sauce. Someone said hot sauce. Hot sauce is an amazing,
Yeah.
is an amazing food. Can you imagine?
Hot sauce is amazing. Why you should put it on everything.
Why you should put it on everything.
I found it so much easier as a short guy to have good looking legs and biceps because the body is much more condensed. No, it has nothing to do with it. No,
don't tell the secret. Don't tell the secret.
Yeah, it's true. This is a very short distance. So for me, if that muscle was longer, you can imagine how it would just like,
because look at my arm.
Yeah.
Like I have like friggin' like 3 inches of space that I have to fill up before I get there. It's like not even fair. So hard.
Do you like dancing? You know what? I like dancing, but I'm not good at it, and I'm a little bit self-conscious about when I'm like in crowds about it, unless I'm like drunk, and it's been a long time since I've been drunk, so don't dance as much as I should, like, you know, in crowds. But I'd like to get better at that.
Let's end with like one good question. What do you think is a good question?
Yeah. I don't know. Someone's saying something about ASMR.
Maybe the futures of Simnett Nutrition, or like the future of the YouTube channel, like what we want to.
Yeah.
Or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. What music do you guys like? Someone keeps asking that. Honestly, when I listen to like workout music, I listen to either Rob Bailey or I just type in like hip hop workout playlist, and that's it. I used to like have all these bands. I loved Dave Matthews Band and Jack Johnson, and I used to not be able to live without like listening to Eric Clapton and stuff like that. But I don't find that anymore, and I don't know why I've kind of fell out of love with music. But I like a lot of the classics, Dire Straits and Led Zeppelin and those ones.
So where do we see ourselves in 5 years?
Yeah, you know what? That's tough. I always think about this, and I'm not great at making plans.
Like
I'm better at creating sort of a feel and comforts and an idea of where I want to be, rather than specifics. Like, I want Simnett Nutrition to have 500,000 subscribers in this many years and this and that. I just want to be doing the same thing. I want to be helping as many people as I can, and whether that's going to be through this YouTube channel or helping other people develop their channels and develop their brands so they can go out there and do amazing things. I'm really passionate about that because it's quite the journey to do this type of thing on your own, and all the stuff that I've learned throughout the years and all the failures and stuff that I've had, I think I could really like help people to develop their own brands. And I think that's a skill that I would like eventually when people get tired of seeing my face on here and and all that. I think that's something that I would eventually like to branch into. But yeah, specifically, it's really hard to say, and who knows what what the future of YouTube is and all that. So, yeah, but good question, though. Thank you.
But we have a lot of ideas for videos, and like we just want to keep.
Spreading
the good word.
Yo,
maybe
somebody is like,
or something like
that. If you can do a backflip, I'll donate $10. Don't donate $10.
Don't donate $10.
I'm all over the backflips.
Oh,
but you don't have to donate. Don't donate.
Don't donate.
Just because you wanted to see one. That was for you. I think you need to buy a mansion, to help others find their way.
We definitely
okay. Donate the $10. Donate the $10.
We definitely do want to at some point like buy a house. It won't be a mansion. It'll just be something a good size for us. I don't know. I like what we live in right now. We have a rental and it's like 2 bedrooms. but I think we'll end up looking at that. In that direction.
And then and it'd be nice to be able to bring it to take in pets and maybe foster pets or some farm animals or something. Who knows? But we have.
There's a lot of like that's why it's so kind of hard to do like 5-year plans and stuff because it's just like there's oh my god there's just.
And then there's always like the money thing.
You're like
in 5 years I'd love to have a mansion and save all the animals and all, and it's like oh yeah, but money. We'll get there though.
But yeah.
Yeah, cool. Man, there's so many questions. Splits with toe touch. You guys know who you're talking to. Get out of here with that.
Where do we plan on living? So we're gonna continue to live in this town long term. I think we've made that decision. We love it here.
Yeah, it's a really cool place.
Beautiful in the summer, not terribly cold in the winter. We love living where we do.
Yeah,
we love Canada. Grew up here, and it's just like a perfect little town. It's quiet.
And we'd like to travel a little bit more. I think now that we don't have Coco, it's a little bit easier. Unfortunately, it's a bit easier to travel because we were having to sort of manage his health conditions as well. Who are you staying with in London? Yeah. We're going to be staying, Vivo is going to be getting us a house, I think. So we're staying with a lot of those guys. There should be some really interesting content coming out from then. So please do a full day of eating. Honestly, you guys want to see more full days of eating? Like, let me know in the comments. Every time I do one, I feel like it's like the wild card. It's like if I don't have a video and it's like, Wednesday or something, I'm like, I have to come up with something. Okay, I'll just do what I eat in a day. And I feel like it's like cheap and like, but if you guys like them and it gives you ideas, then I will totally do more of them. I just feel like, just 3 recipes back to back in a day. I just feel like they're boring videos, but they always seem to get lots of views.
I think they're great, and I think they're great when you do like the chronometer with them.
Yes.
So you can like break down the micro, macro, and all those kind of things. So that is super interesting, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. One video I'd like to do would be like to chronometer like food, like a day of eating that I used to have before I went vegan, and then like this day, like a day of eating now, and like compare them. I think that would be really cool.
That would actually
and like
be really
nutrient wise.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything you do before bed, before helping with sleep? Yeah, we recently got those blue blocking like glasses. Crystal freaking laughs at me every time she looks at me wearing them. So you guys will never see them. Like she literally like will turn to ask me a question and she'll just start laughing. So you guys will never see them. But
so
that's one thing that we do, and also reducing your screen time before bed is something that's really good to do.
Reading is
Crystal
huge.
reads.
I just like passed out in the bed with like a book on my face.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
do.
Like, are you serious? I love reading before bed. It helps me sleep
some
really
deep,
well.
Deep breathing. Be really good. If you want a couple pistachios before bed, they're natural source of melatonin. It can help you sleep. I actually had some last night, and I slept like a baby. I had more than just a couple though, and I got a tummy ache actually. Do you know if plant-based mother's milk is different than non-plant-based milk? I nursed my 2 girls, and both only poop for the first 6 months once a week. Doctor said it's normal but not common. Babies absorb all nutrients, no waste.
Interesting.
Huh.
Well, thanks for the $25 question.
Yeah,
that's really nice. Unfortunately, man, we just don't have a lot of
experience with this. Okay.
With breastfeeding.
But I am going to tell you that a friend of mine, Grounded Nutrition, she's a vegan, plant-based mother. She just had her second child, both home births, natural births, and she would know. And she's like really, really well versed in that. Honestly, like, yeah, of course, every mother's milk is going to be different depending on what the mother is eating, right? But then at the same time, I know that our bodies are really amazing at pulling any sort of minerals that we need out of the mother's body, using it as a resource in order to get everything, the nutrients that are needed, for the baby. So, as long as you're taking, as long as you're getting sufficient B12, and all the other sort of required nutrients when you're
eating well and stuff like that.
When you're breastfeeding, I
yeah.
can't see why it would be any different. As far as like the pooping and stuff, that's not something I'm all that experienced with because we haven't had a child, and I never really specialized in what is it, postnatal care or whatever it would be.
Just kids in general, nutrition and stuff like that. We just don't know. Yeah,
so I wish I could give you a better answer for that. But I don't see how it could be, a terrible thing. What else did she ask there? Babies absorb all nutrients, no waste.
If the doctor says it's normal but not common, then that's a little bit reassuring. But I would go with what your pediatrician says, or maybe go and seek some other advice on people that are like much more well versed in this, because we're confident. It's easy to be confident and say that we just don't know.
Yeah, my friend. So it's Grounded Nutrition. Check that out on Instagram or on Facebook. Grounded Nutrition. Her name's Whitney. She's amazing. Her husband Neil is actually helps with Simnett Nutrition a lot and keeps things going. I think that's pretty good. Not pooping for a week is crazy. Yeah, that does seem like it, doesn't it? But I know
babies, their transit time and their like digestion,
things are weird,
things are also changing at that time too, and it helps to do with the microbiome. Oh man, there's a lot, because babies change a lot.
Someone wants us to kiss.
We don't kiss. Ugh, that's so gross.
No,
we actually don't touch.
There you go. You guys got to kiss. There was one. Learn how to unicycle. Okay, we got to finish.
This is getting ridiculous.
You know what? I was learning how to unicycle when I was living on the North Shore, and then someone stole our unicycle from in front of our house, so I never got to continue doing that. It really sucks. Here's some yam for sweet potato.
Thank you.
Some yam for sweet potato. That's funny. Thanks for your effort. I love it. Kiss again with tongue. No, you get out of here, ASMR John. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's it. Much love to you guys. This was really fun. I just want to thank everybody so much for hanging out. We had between 400 and 600, I think even more people on here at one point. So that's really cool to be able to hang out with y'all.
We'll try to do this more often now that it's like nice outside. It's kind of nice to have this kind of background and fun.
We're so lucky it's been so quiet. We have these kids that live here that they are so crazy loud when they're playing. It sounds like there's like a handful of dinosaurs fighting to the death. I'm not even kidding. Like Crystal and I was like, is this normal for kids to sound like? It's not, because they're wild. But anyways, I'm glad that it was quiet here today. Glad we got good weather. Love you too. Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, I love all you guys. Thanks for supporting us and encouraging us. Much love to all y'all. Get out there and move today. Eat some fruits and vegetables. I feel like I've been out on a picnic. Yeah, I feel like we've been hanging out with you guys.
We should have been like, here's our food.
Do this weekly.
Snack with us.
Love your hair, Crystal. Love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Man, keep all the compliments coming, guys. These are really nice. All right, backflip. We're going to end on a real good backflip.
We're going to end on a good note.
And that's about it. Thank you guys all so much. Much love from us. Here's a big old backflip. I'll lay it out for you too.
Oh, it's getting crazy.
Little front lever.
Little front lever. A little action for you guys before we say goodbye. We'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping in and chatting with us. It's been really fun.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye.